Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Pro here, and today I am bringing you guys what you've all been asking for quite a while, which is a bigger cannon. This is a 200 one-shot regen bust. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting bigger cannons, but as I said in my last video, I kind of like to just be progressive. I don't want to just jump from like a small cannon to like a really big cannon, because some people like to progress along with me as I do it. So going from a small cannon to a big cannon can be really hard for some people. So just don't want to jump all the way up from, let's say, a million to a 230 or a 255 or something like that. But I finally got around to making a 200 here. I pretty much just took my 100 stacker, added some hammer, added some power, put another side to the sand comp right here, and I changed up the scatter right here. This is what the scatter goes off of now. It makes a decent sized hole, which is really nice. And pretty much everything else is exactly the same. Nothing's really changed. You use this cannon exactly like you would use the 100 stacker. So you just stack your sand up. All the ticks are pretty much exactly the same. Nothing's changed. With the sand, you can stack it either 18 high, which is 200 sand, and it'll work just fine, or you can stack it up to the 20 and have a little bit of extra sand, which there's no problem with that. So if you want a little bit extra, I stack it up to 20 just because I want to. So I stack it 20 high, but you don't really have to. Everything else is exactly the same though. So if Cosmic will allow us, let's check the TPS here. As always, I gotta be wary of the Cosmic lag here on the Canon server. It's not the greatest. I do have like 30 slabs down there. I think it's exactly 30 slabs. And it'll go through all of them. I think it'll go through 35-ish. I tried 40 and it didn't go through all of them. So I think about 35 would be about what it would go through. But as you can see, it makes a decent sized hole there. Let's shoot it a couple more times. And it'll work just like my 100 stacker. It'll go 20 chunks. It'll make the holes. My 100 stacker doesn't have the holes that this one will make, just because I changed up the scatter on it. But it works really well. I'm probably gonna end up making this one into a floating barrel as well, but that will come in due time. Been trying to work on a couple other things. So yeah, as you can see, it'll just keep going. It'll nuke just like any other cannon pretty much you can nuke with, as long as you have the slab bust to do so. Because if you don't have a decent sized slab bust, you're not going to be able to nuke. So yeah, this will just keep going through the walls, and it'll do the same thing all the way through. Really good holes, which I really like. I really like the bigger holes. If I could add a bigger slab bust on it, I would, but in order to do that, I would probably have to bring it off to the side, and then have it be shot in, and that would pretty much just make it like a one-shot nuker, which, I mean, if I was gonna do that, that's what I would do. If I did bring the slab bust off to the side, I would just make it a one-shot nuker. It'd take it down pretty far. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. I just wanted to get this done so that you guys would have a bigger cannon to play with and to use. And it works really well. Okay, so moving on over here to the regen buster portion of this. I think I have it all set up here to go to regen bust. Let me just check everything. So to regen bust with this, it's exactly the same as my 100 stacker. You want one full repeater, and then that one on your hammer down. So on both sides, one full repeater. And then for your slab bust, you want 4 repeaters right here. 4 repeaters. Make sure you disconnect most of your slab bust, so just disconnect that one. So if you have too much of a slab bust, it's not gonna work. So just disconnect your slab bust right there, so you only have like a couple dispensers going off. You can disconnect your scatter. I don't think you really have to. I just do it just because. And oh, one other thing. Well, two other things. So you put the slabs in the same places. You put your slab right here, one up for the slab bust, and then 2 slabs right there for your sand. And then also a lot of people were saying that their regen bust wasn't working. And one thing that I forgot to mention in the last videos, normally this repeater right here is on 3 ticks. Just add 1 tick to that and you should be just fine. It should work, no problemo. Okay, so everything should be good, so let's go ahead and shoot it. And we gotta kind of babysit it because it is Cosmic's Cannon Planet. And there we go. So we regen busted, put my head, oh my gosh, there we go. Okay, so put my head on it and we'll fly straight to the barrel. Well, into the top of the barrel, I guess. Okay, so I also have one set up at 20 chunks down there. So let's get rid of this real quick. And then we will shoot at that one. And the ticks are exactly the same at 20 chunks as they are right here up close. Oh my gosh, let me place that. Thank you. Okay, so let's get this all broken so that we don't have any clipping issues. And okay, so let me go out here and set a home real quick. So /set home. There we go. Okay, and then let's come back here and let's shoot it. And then right as it gets ready to fire, I'm gonna go to my home. Okay, go to home. Come on. There we go. And there you go. It regen busted, and I'll fly all the way back here so you guys can see that it regen busts at the right height. So either, you know, it doesn't matter if you're close or if you're at 20 chunks. The ticks are exactly the same for when you regen bust. So just remember that when you are regen busting. Also, when you pre-stack, I did notice a couple comments for pre-stacking. Just disconnect your one-shot sand, disconnect your slab bust, disconnect your one-shot TNT or your scatter, and then just shoot like one normal shot with just sand. Don't add anything else, just sand, and it should stack up to the height that you want it to. So if you're, as you know, for example, my platform is at 203, so I would need my sand to be at 205 to regen bust. If it's below that, it's probably not going to work. If it's above that, it's not going to work. So just make sure your sand is 2 above your platform and you will be all good. So that is going to be it for this this cannon. I will, like I said, leave a link down in the description for you guys to download with the schematic and the world download, so you guys can get it, check it out, use it, have fun with it, raid with it. I'll probably be making it into a floating barrel, as I said before, in due time. I am a little busy right now, but I'm trying to get things done for you guys. I do apologize for the lack of videos. I'm trying to get things done, but yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.